Oh, it's hot, which is okay. We're in September. Complaining in September that it's hot, it's a little bit ridiculous. Eh? Let's get that fan on. I think we're good. I ran out to do a little errand late, and I just got back, so it's my fault if we're a couple of minutes late. Didn't even take the time to make any coffee. Just ran back from the errand I had to do. So you're sort of seeing me set up here as I'm moving things around and dropping coffee cups, and no coffee today, too hot. Hello, everyone. I'm almost there. Wow. It is hot. Feeling hot. It's like summer. Hello, everyone. Sorry, everyone. How's it going? Nice to see you all. Oh, a whole bunch of people here today. Carlo Skywatcher, how's it going, brother? Nice to see you, my friend. Was just over in Christopher Rollins' channel. He's got his 14-inch scope, and it must be bugging him because now he's close. And once he updates his camera, it's going to be absolutely incredible. He's going to see some of the same things that I'm seeing, you'd assume, right? On the moon. George Schloss, how's it going, man? I don't know how I jumped over you. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here, you guys. F Donkey, hi. Max Vision, remote viewing class. Thanks for being here, guys. Antonio Cruz. Craig, how's it going, brother? Nice to see you, man. The Wumblecraft. Bruce, how goes it? It goes very well. It goes very well. Woof. I'm fogging up my glasses here a mile a minute, you guys. I rushed out at like 10 to 1 to go do an errand at the bank. And of course, when I got to the bank, my card wasn't working. So I had to go in line, had to talk to the pretty little ladies there and say, well, my card doesn't work. And this is why it took me long. That's how it is. Some warm water to drink. Antonio Cruz is here. We have Craig again, the Wumbo. We have Dusty Hugh. How's it going? Andrell. Should have taken a second to towel off, I guess. Jesus, Murphy. That's what happens when you rush. That's what happens. So I guess it's just all of a sudden getting hot. It's 78 degrees in the house, and I don't understand how it got so bloody hot. I did not think it was that hot outside. Black Triangle Craft, anyone? The night stream, we're going to get the video up here, and we're going to look over it together and talk about the craft and whatnot. I'll be able to do it tonight. Come on with StreamYard. That's another problem I had. StreamYard was not working for me. It says that I'm at my limit for my free version, and I have not done any hours this month. So imagine why that's going on. I have no idea. Whew. Okay, I got my silly skeleton there with his hat on, and I got, okay. Well, anyways, this is the house you get. I'm not cleaning up. Sean Wolf, it's going very well, my friend. Thanks a lot. Righteous 101, thanks again. Andrell, Dasiyug. Thanks, you guys. Smoke this. Hey, Bruce. Hope all is well. Things are going great, my friend. Hello. Darla, how's it going? Dabs Anonymous is in the Dabs Anonymous is in the house. Morning to you, brother. Thanks, man. And then everything just almost disappeared here all of a sudden. Now, why would that happen? I was thinking China stole plans for the space shuttle. What's stopping them from stealing plans from the TR3B? That's right, because that's what they do. That's how they compete, the governments, right? And other black projects and technologies. It's exactly it. They catch one. If ever they catch one, it'll be even crazier. Lots of talk about these black triangles. And if you look up A black triangle is a ufology term. Black triangles been captured a while back. I think 80s, 90s, they started talking about these, and there's a whole bunch of projects that some of you know, like TR3Bs. Some of them call them deltas. They're black deltas, triangles. There's some of them call them TR3Bs, dark triangles, black triangles. It's a term in ufology. And as we see in the video what I caught, it is triangular. It looks like it's drifting sideways. And it's drifting. And I say drifting. I can't really say drifting. It's crazy the speed that this thing was going. It was faster than a plane, obviously. And ruling out a bird is just absolutely ridiculous. If anybody thinks it's a bird, it's not. And I can explain to you why it isn't. There's... I don't know if that craft is near the sun or if it's near Earth, but either way, if it's near the sun, it's damn huge. You could sit 2 Earths on its wings there. This thing is incredibly large. Or if somebody wants to say, I haven't heard it yet, but if somebody wants to say it could be just a drone here on Earth, of course, I'm not going to disagree with that, because I thought of it myself. It's not impossible for someone to whip up a black triangle, remote control vehicle and fly it around in the sky. But here's the thing. When you analyze the video, when you see the speed it's going at, well, a remote control TR3B or dark triangle is not going to move at the speed of sound or light. Just whipping across the sky. JVL, hello to you. How's it going? Effing Lifestyles here. Hey, thanks for coming back. Brittany has eyes. Sup? Thanks, my dearest friend, for all the comments. Coming back. China still can't build a competitive fighter. They fly Russian. A lot of people have told me that, George Klaus, actually. A lot of people said this exact same thing this week and last week of what you said. And they're saying that China would have back-engineered any Russian vehicle that they would have gotten. And obviously would have been a lot. Look at the Taliban in Afghanistan. What do you think they're going to do? There's already talk about them selling the vehicles to China so that China can back-engineer everything the U.S. ever made. Really, really sad, isn't it? Billions and billions of dollars. I think $80 billion was left to them in equipment. And they say they deactivated them. The next day, they were flying airplanes, the Taliban and everything. And they were also swinging on airplanes. There's a lot of very, very pathetic, sad videos coming out of Afghanistan that we've been seeing, which basically is hidden from everyone, unless you look. A couple months back, I had to stop. I had to stop talking about medicine and all that here and how we felt with what was going on, because it became against the law. That's not going to last very long. In October, we're all going to be smiling and laughing at everything the elites tried to do and perform on us that didn't work, and it's not going to work. And probably in October is about the 14th or the 11th is the day that we're all going to be here talking and smiling because something good is going to happen. If not, I'll never mention it again, and I'll believe everything I've ever researched is wrong. But I feel right. Dorothy, how's it going? Hello, Bruce. By the way, I again watched the yellow sun, which turned more orange, but was much higher in the sky 2 nights ago. Strange. At the same time, Dorothy, and thanks for sharing that. Same time as the moon's shift. I filmed the moon for 2 hours last night, and for the second time, I'm not going to show the footage. It's destroyed. It's crap. The moon was horrible. No clouds in the sky here, and I couldn't even see the surface of the moon. It was, well, I'm exaggerating a little bit. It was totally blurry, and there's a thick blur on even Copernicus crater, lots of maybe smog or haze on the surface. Maybe something's going on the moon that could be the reason. Sub-Zero Carry. Merci. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thanks, my friends. Tony Brooks, how's it going, man? Bruce, no notification again. Hi, all. Thanks, man. That's not the first time. It's a couple times that you told me that. Just this week, I think, or last week, right? Tony Brooks, thanks for all the comments, man, and everything. And I'm sorry about that, but that does happen. If ever, in general, a video every 2 days here. So try to come and see, because, lots of people are not getting notifications, not for the live streams, not for anything. and I get a lot of people telling me that. It's been 2 months that people that contribute here are having problems also contributing to the channel. And no, ain't making it up. It's real. Sometimes some of you will not be able to contribute here, and sometimes some people just don't have any problems. It depends, I think, on the glitch or on what the hackers are doing. I don't think YouTube has any clue of how many people are hacking the platform. I don't think there's any way of probably knowing it. Stan's Cave, how's it going, man? Nice to see you. 2 days I've had a sore throat. I lost my voice last week. Still, when I talk more than half an hour, 45 minutes, my voice tends to disappear. And I've had problems with my voice in the past. And of course, I went and I sang a song, which was a mistake. I shouldn't have. Trying to sing, it didn't help my voice at all, actually. So I do a lot of, I got a big mouth. I'm always talking, always doing something. And I guess that affects the vocal cords. It's hereditary. In our family, we have some people that have small vocal cords. So I'm a big guy with small vocal cords, and that's what I sound like. The stats in the house. Message retracted. Write it back again. In the beginning, thanks to stats, when I start preparing the video, they ask me if you want, do you want us to hold back comments? And I say, no, it's all comments allowed. But when you tend to hold back the comments, you get message retracted, like you saw the stats. But I guess that's not the reason why it's actually happening. And Gwen Johnson, thank you so much. Very, very thoughtful. Love you, Gwen. Thank you very much. Thanks, you guys. Thanks again. Brittany has eyes in the house. Patty, how's it going, my dear friend? Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Check out the last videos. Got the black triangle. And on the members, I did actually get up yesterday. What I caught yesterday in the atmosphere of the sun or around close to the sun. Guys and gals, I think I caught a UFO the next day after catching the dark triangle flying around the sun. But it's so close to the sun that it looks like it has the same blur as the surface of the sun. And it looks like something crawling around the sun. And I caught a second object. If it's an asteroid, it could be. I don't necessarily believe or am stuck on the fact that it could be a UFO. And I'll get the video up later, of course, to show you all. Or what I'm going to do is at the live stream tonight, I'm going to show it to you. We'll televise it right here. Well, televise it. Show my gang, you guys. I'll come on with StreamYard, and I will play the video that I played on the members to show you what was in the atmosphere of the moon. Instead of making a video and putting it in today, maybe I could show you during the live stream, and then I'll just get up another video. I'll still stick it in the video. It's not long. It's about 1.5 to 2 minutes. Just seeing an object going around the sun. It looks like it's in the sun's atmosphere. You probably don't understand what I mean by that. No, I'm not going to do like with the moon saying that there's people on the sun, but there's something close to the surface going around the surface at excessively high fields. Winfield, Diets, welcome. Nicola Tom from Scotland's in the house. Thank you very much for being here, you guys. There's the voice again. It was very, very warm. Good to see you too, Mr. Hugh. And thanks for the comments, my friends. Thanks for the great support, you guys. Really appreciate it. Chris, the Hardy, thanks, man, for the comments, for the support and everything. Really appreciate it. I love you guys. Channels being, hacked, literally. I don't even talk about it anymore. Imagine getting used to being hacked. It's a common thing that the numbers roll down. I pray that some revenue comes in and that they don't take it all. They're not necessarily putting it in their pockets, but they're they're cutting off the views from registering in my analytics. And not just cutting off, they're rolling them backwards. So at night, all the views that I have in a day at night, they start rolling them back to try to get the numbers down. And it shows up on Social Blade, crazy numbers. Social Blade the other day said I made 8,000 views. Go look 2-3 days ago. And 2-3 days ago, YouTube, my channel, told me I got 1,600 views. So the hackers daily are taking away many thousands of views. And it's important that you all know that, because that way I'll get more support. Somebody knows, that your channel is going to be taken down. Not your channel, your comment here will be taken down. Your likes, your thumbs up are going to be taken down. Do a test, see if I'm a liar or not. When you come back to the next video tomorrow or the day after, go back to that video without playing it and just look to see if your thumbs up is there if you gave one, and it's going to be taken off. And it's 2, 3, 4 times they're going to take it off, as many times as you try to post it. Some people maybe are not having any problems, or I don't know, maybe they're just not mentioning it. Knowledge 2020, Corona equals sun's atmosphere. I think so. Exactly. It's exactly what I meant, though. If you're wondering, or if you're serious, yes, that's the atmosphere. The sun has many different rotating lines of atmosphere, so they say. One's going outwards and one on the inside's going the other way, and they're counteracting, turning face to face, and yeah, inside of the corona it would most likely be like those sunspots. When we see the sunspots, they say it's a hole opened up into the heart, or the core of the sun, where it can be 65,000 kilometers deep. And that's exactly the depth that they said that the AR 2860 sunspot, the very recent one, a couple of weeks or months now, things are going by fast, a couple of months back, the Genesis sunspot. It's a new sunspot, new region on the moon that formed, and it's 65,000 kilometers deep, where you see those dark circles. It's not just a spot on the sun, even though they call them sunspots. It would be, and this is what NASA tells us, this is what science tells us. It doesn't mean that they're going to tell us the truth, but that isn't the information they give us. A lot of new things going on in our skies, guys. It's absolutely incredible. Special Kate Matthews, thank you very much, Karaher. Yep, the sky is different, the moon's different, even the sun now is different. Lisa and Brindley, hi, a long time since I caught you live from Manchester, UK. Love you, Lisa. And Brindley, thank you very much, you guys. Greatly appreciated. Benson just disappeared. I saw the Divine Sorcerer go by. Hold on, I'll get to it. Oh, Victor Levic est dans la maison. Viens-moi, mon ami Victor. I just saw my friend Victor. That's what happens. It throws all your names all over the place. So it's too bad. I'm trying to maintain here. Basically impossible to see every comment. I'm going to go back to it. Thieves. Bryson Wright. Good to see you, Bruce. Thank you very much. Keep exposing the secret space. Forests and aliens. Yes. Yes. Maybe they're going to give me a help badge at one point. No, maybe they're going to kill me, actually. That's exactly probably who we're filming also out there. For sure. Notification. You can click the bell. Thanks, Darla. I think that's my job. I should be saying that, and I'm not. To all, and receive notifications when Bruce releases a video or goes live. Yeah. Very importantly, those of you not receiving notifications, but I tend to think it's not because of that, Darla. I think everyone's clicked the bell. If you want to get notified for a video, you have to click the bell. If you find it annoying, well, I don't think you will, because there won't be more than one video a day. We'll go bing. You won't get 15, 20 emails in your email, that saying, Bruce posted 15,000 videos. It might help. And if not, well, you're not going to know when the videos come out. I mean, even people that are clicking the bell are not even getting notifications. Peggy Conley, nice to see you too. Thank you very much. Yeah, Patty, I sound a lot better. The voice is a lot better, and it's back. Just a little scratchy, still a little scratchy. And yesterday, the day before, 2 days, very sore throat, and it was swollen. I had my glands were swollen. I never get that. Never get a sore throat. It's rare. Maybe when I was younger. Well, never say never. It's not something I've ever had problems with. I'll be honest with you. My mother told me this many years ago, and I suggest you all to do it. It's 101% true. Gargle with salt. I use Himalayan salt. I grab a big pinch or even 2 pinches, put in my mouth with lukewarm water, all the way down, let some go down the throat, and it gets rid of a sore throat. If you have a sore throat, that happens a lot, you get that often, please do it. Neighbor way down was burning some type of effing plastic or something. That didn't help. I slept all night with my window open. The next day I woke up with this problems breathing, right? So don't think it's the pandemic. I don't think so. Teresa, be kind. Bonjour, mes amis. Bonjour à toi, mon ami californienne. Bienvenue. Dabs Anonymous is in the Floyd stats. Deep. How's it going, brother? Hello, Bruce from Swamps in Alabama, New York. We are here. Let's chat. Yeah, man. We got triangles. Did you see the triangle go by? I sent it your way, man. You should have seen it going by your way in the middle of the afternoon. Where were you all for the fun of it a couple of days ago at noon? Like, what are you doing at noon? Are you driving home to go see your wife that's making you something to eat, or are you going to, right? Or the other way around? Are you driving home to see your husband that's going to make you a meal? Because, of course, men and women are in the kitchen. No racism here. Got to be careful what we say today. But at 12 o'clock in general, most people, even me, I don't know where I am outside, but I'm not always looking up in the sky at 12 o'clock noon. And I've noticed that I didn't go out very often at 12 o'clock noon. And I said, I'm going to start to do so. Yesterday, I filmed the sun from 10:30 to 1:15 p.m. And I was able to capture an object going around the sun. And I say going around the sun, you'll see it come over the horizon, very large on the top of the sun. Then it almost disappears as it's crossing over the corona. Of course, the light's hidden. Then it gets to the edge of the other side of the sun, but it doesn't go off. We literally actually, I'm probably not going to be able to explain this to anyone, and you're probably going to have to do it yourself to understand what the hell I'm trying to say. But every object I've shown you guys on the sun and gals on the sun leaves the sun, right? It goes to the sun, gets big, and then gets smaller, and then leaves and goes around the sun. Well, the one I'm going to show you and the one I have on the members is an object that is following the sun's sphere. It's going along the sun. It's coming up on the edge and the north side. It's very, very large. But here's the thing. It reminds me of the triangle that I just saw the day before. I'll be showing both of them tonight, actually. And we can do the comparison. So maybe that black triangle that we saw is what's now going around the sun, right? One person really wanted me to understand that it was debris I was filming, and I'm trying to explain to him that NASA doesn't even know where Earth is. Do you know that? Do you think science actually knows how Earth is spiraling around all the planets and where the asteroids are coming in from interstellar space? We know F all. We don't know anything. We know what comes in, and we document, and we come up with these incredible theories. Like me, like everybody does. What else do you want us to do but theorize what's going on? We have no proof of what anything is. Absolutely not. Christopher Rollins is here today. I went to see your video, brother. And listen, you're pretty damn close. Hold on. You're pretty darn close. And now, once you get rid of that cameraman, don't even worry about it. You saw on the video how nice and close you were. Nice presentation. Christopher Rollins has a 14-inch telescope, and all he has to do now will be able to update, obviously, to a better camera, and he's doing good. And don't get discouraged, man. That's what I'm telling you. And like I said, I'm not ever, Christopher, going to tell you what to do, man, because I'm not a professional. I'm lucky. I do my work my way. But if ever you do need some help, I'm always here. But be prepared, Christopher Rollins. As I've already seen, you have a lot of people already trying to help you, and that's very good. Just be careful. Don't let anyone manipulate you. Do your own thing. Do your research the way you think you should do it, and go with it. Just go with it. Go with anything you think is something you want to try, whether it be a test, whether you want to experiment with filters, the exposure, the aperture, and everything, and you'll find a whole bunch of different things. Floyd stats, and I wish you lots of luck, of course, Christopher Rollins. Good vibes sent to everyone in here today, and I feel the vibes, my friends. Thank you so much. Sorry for starting a little bit late again today. I'm always starting late, actually. Always 10 minutes late. Bruce sees all. He's just never on time. What's going on with the Ring of Fire? It's funny you ask for that. The Ring of Fire, Johnny Cash. I never heard the song, but apparently he wrote a song about the Ring of Fire. I don't like Johnny Cash. But yeah, the last 3 days I went on the sun to film, as I will today, and I have not checked the sunspots today. I'm curious. I go see on the weather, just solar weather, not hard. Where do I go? I will share the link of where I go to check out the information about the sun if you want, because I don't want to have problems with that website either, right? But the sun has no solar flares facing Earth that I could see filmed here from Montreal. There's a 2860 something, another region. It's on the extremity east side of the sun, and I can't see it. I can only see an edge, a little bit of the sun. So it's been a couple of days. There's no solar flaring. Look, I'm not going to say it looks like the sun is calm, but it does. Honestly, for the past 3 days, no more huge flares. How long have I been filming the sun, guys? And I'm not talking about in 216. I mean, how many times have I showed you solar flares? This is the first time in 2021 that I show you guys solar flares. It's the first time the sun is showing flares for me here seen in Montreal. And there's a lot of solar flares, a lot of activity going on. So we're going to see what's going to happen this week too. The weather is changing. The seasons are changing. How do the seasons affect solar flares? These are things I don't know at all. These are things that I've been researching throughout the month. Thanks again, Peggy, for being here. So I am late, 1:39. I'm going to scroll down here a little bit to say hello to everybody. Ralph Winters in the house. Hey, and London calling. Thanks, Ralph. Thanks for the comments too, man, and everything. Appreciate it. Dana, Cindy, Crawlface, Darla, and many more. Welcome to the club. Thank you so much, Mr. Floyd Stats. Floyd, thanks for the support you give this channel, each and every one of you. I've been in crap for 2 or 3 months now with the hacking, and I'll be honest with you, really love seeing you guys and gals all come back and help the channel. Just absolutely amazing. And I think it's beautiful. We're one hell of a cool family here online now, so that's just totally awesome. Knowledge, hey brother, Bruce from beautiful New Jerusalem, USA. Thank you very much. Knowledge 2020. You guys can check out Knowledge 2020 videos also. I'm not going to get many people on his channel. When you show truth, that's what happens. The more you show truth, the less people will go to your channel. But it doesn't mean because they're not interested. You're hidden. There's ways of hiding people. Thurston, thank you very much for being here. Power numbers. Dennis the Menace. Thanks, bro. Best wishes, best time of year. Fish are in the river. Whoops. I'm gonna get some more pictures. He says I'm gonna be sure to send some pics. My upcoming trip to my dad's cabin in Upper Peninsula of Michigan. An incredible, beautiful place. It's heaven on earth. Showed it to me. Just an effing beautiful place where you go to do nothing or everything in nature, and like eat the nature there and everything. You guys, anyways, an amazing place to be in life. You know, people often, you know, depend on their happiness with money, but some people do it with nature and stuff like that. It's an amazing place, man, that you showed me. For me, it's my dream to get a place like that once in my life. Whether it be a cabin I'll build myself with the trees, I can do it. I learned how to build a cabin. Got to get myself some tools, the old tools. It's not hard. Actually, it's very hard. It's a hell of a lot of work, but it was a dream of mine. It was to buy a piece of land, which I never have. I have problems paying this one, but to build, you know, not a fort, but a cabin, you know, just a place to get out to nature and stuff like that. Nature is the only thing that brings me back, man. Thanks again. The U.S. found out about China's steal of shuttle and changed design to screw them up. Yes, absolutely. I believe that. And you could be sure as hell that That's what they're doing. Anytime somebody sends something up into the sky or in space, they must be deliberately doing things to throw off another country. This is why I believe that in 1969, when they say they went to the moon, they didn't necessarily maybe not go, but they didn't go, I believe, by the way they told us they went. And maybe, theoretically, maybe there was an image that they tried to portray to China and Russia and all the other countries of how they were getting up. There was a space wars. We're back into the space wars now, and it's a key word that you want to look up. The space wars of the 60s come up with a whole bunch of incredible videos about everything that we're doing. A lot of things happen in the past and they forget about it, right? Look at the committee, Majestic 12, the committee, was it Eisenhower? Anyways, a bunch of people said that the president formed a committee to go retrieve a downed craft. Now, if this is true, they would have brought that craft wherever, Area 51, let's say, and they would have back engineered that craft to try to understand the technology. So here's the thing. Are they trying to back engineer UFO technology from aliens, or are they trying to back engineer UFO technology from humans that was stolen, already back engineered from another country from an alien technology? Well, what the hell is he saying? We'll never know. Probably never know. Dennis Williamson, I asked you about the large telescopes, observatory, etc. Can they see? I believe, yes, of course, they can see everything that's flying around at a very, very alarming rate. I believe it's the large observatory telescopes that are the ones that are the eyes. And when a telescope sees something that it shouldn't, maybe it will be closed down. Like we saw in Puerto Rico, we saw the Arecibo Observatory that was taken down after they said that there was a large object that fell into the telescope and crashed it. The next day, they were going to or a couple days after, they were going to dismantle it. But before the dismantling team arrived in Puerto Rico, who's in Puerto Rico to dismantle large observatories, I wonder? Before they got there, it crashed into the center of the telescope, completely destroying the telescope. Arecibo telescope got an alien signal a couple of years before that, and they never mentioned it. Like, I mean, this story should be in the news, saying they said that there was a sound, a signal coming from a certain galaxy or star, and then they're closed. So we're always being shut up by the elites, but so are the big observatories and ones that want to pull back. Are you seeing Floyd Stats? Thank you very much, sir, and for your patience, for waiting for my thank you for an hour. I appreciate that, brother. Love you for it. Generous contributions, you guys. I love it. Dennis Williamson, the structures, etc., and just don't tell us. Yeah, you got to wonder why they're not. Okay, I get it. You're basically asking me if I'm seeing this with my 14-inch telescope, which is a very small telescope compared to the observatories. They have feet length of aperture and focal length, right? I get it. Mirrors are gigantic, are ginormous. They're meters long. I believe they all see what's going on around Earth. Obviously, when they're alarmed and they talk to someone like NASA or scientists, like, what the hell are those things? They're told, just taking a guess here, like you guys and gals, obviously they're telling them to shut up because it's for national security and it's human, it's not alien, and it's a secret project. So probably they won't talk about it. But all the large telescopes see everything out there for sure. Everything that's out there. It's just ridiculous that they wouldn't, right? If they're zoomed out into the Horseshoe Nebulae and they're inside of the Horseshoe Nebulae in the center looking at some screwed up star or phenomena, no, the big telescope's probably not going to see what's going by in the sky. Same way Christopher Rollins and I filmed the moon, and unless we have a reducer, we're not going to see the whole moon. So now you saw that, Chris, you're a hell of a lot closer than you were without having, obviously, a 14-inch telescope. where we could see the moon and zoom up. And now it's more like, woof, you're on the moon when you go out with a 14-inch telescope. You don't see the whole moon. Again, unless you have the reducer. I capture it twice. First was hovering. The second was so fast that only capture 3 frames. That's like me always hoping capture again, but at sunset. I'd love it. And Carlos Skywatcher, exactly. Carlos watches a bunch of things, but he also watches the sun. Even got some nice images up on Mr. MBB. I hope I'm not mistaken by the channel, but I saw him there the other day. Another channel. Somebody said Mr. MBB talked about you. Jeez, that guy. I added him on my Facebook many years ago. I went and said hello, Merry Christmas to him. He responded, hello, Merry Christmas. You got a cool channel. And he says, thanks, nice to meet you. You got a cool channel too. And that was the end. That for me is like a best friend, because the others aren't doing that to me. A lot of people were really trying to take me off the platform. They're still trying to on YouTube. And, everybody has the option to get the truth. If somebody says that I'm not filming properly and that I'm faking things, I just wish somebody competent enough would start a channel and to reproduce the same things I'm capturing, because it's not going to happen. They're not fake. If they were fake, the triangle, I would have made maybe nice blinking lights on it, or maybe get it to flash. Like when I show you the surface of the moon, people say, well, what are those cloud-like lights going by? It has no shape or form. Nope. That's the idea. It probably does have a shape and form, but the wavelengths of our eyes, we see clouds. Explosion, look it up. I'm not making this up. Look up what happens when you see a big explosion in the sky. When you see a big explosion in the sky, your eyes will capture a white flash, even if the explosion's red, because the cone cells in your eye, it has to do everything with that. The way your eye pictures immediately and grasps the image relayed to your brain. It tells you at the same time you have emotion and thought in this. So the vision is mixed with the emotion and thoughts. But anyways, that's just me. Trent Schaefer, thanks for being here, man. Thanks again, Mr. Floyd Stats and the Stats family, for being here, being such a supportive help to the channel. Much love, Bruce. Keep following your heart. Cloud Swoop, I will. Thank you very much for the encouraging message. Yeah, the world is a mess, Brittany, but it's getting there. Peter Benton, thank you very much, bro, for the ongoing support, my brother. I love you for it, man. Thank you. Thank you so much for everything. Peter Benton, sorry, I'm seeing everything late, you guys. Nandan Alok, hello. Does it actually exist? Maybe it doesn't. If you're talking about the dark triangle, maybe it doesn't exist. Hello, Bojack. Thank you very much. The U.S. also introduced new small arms, says Andrew L. Thanks, brother. Introduced new small arms with plastic bullet casings for the U.S. military. I guess they needed some new test dummies to test them out on, so they upgrade the Taliban. And it's exactly what I believe that they're doing. And that's how they do it. Yep. Fear-mongering, scare tactics, and they have to, like the Egyptians. Why did the Egyptians, you look at Egyptian statues and right there, why do they have these big headpieces? Why are they shown as large and tall? Why do Egyptians make big objects? This is because that's what they're trying to flash. No, quite simply. Or we can go back and say people were bigger back in the days. Why are there some people buried? I saw this the other day, looking at people, exhumations, where they exhume the body. I'm not going to tell you why I'm watching it. I'm looking for ancient traits. I'm looking for signs of ancient ways they used to bury people, even in the 1300s, 1400s, 15, 16, 17, and 1800s. Why are some people buried with their feet crossed? Why are some people buried like this back in the day? That's, was something pretty common. And then now it's like little relaxing hands on the chest. And it has all significance. I believe that everything that we do today here with technology, with creativity, cultures, music, and everything, it was all done before in the past. We're just stealing it all. We're taking it and continuing it and making it the same thing. I saw a 4K video the other day of 1891. Beautiful chance to see that. For me, I was infatuated at seeing signs. I don't do what other people do. I watch videos. I look for signs. I look for cell phones. I look for watches. I look for a whole bunch of different signs. And there is no difference. There was no difference with the people back in the day and us with our needs and our beliefs and desires, right? Everybody was brainwashed, is how I see it. We're all brainwashed today. People were brainwashed back in the day too. The gentleman being gentleman to a woman and stuff. Why do they integrate the Bible and stuff? Well, it's simple. We're savages. Humans are savages. And unless we have something that's scaring us to control us, we'll get out of hand. Humans are nuts. We're psychotic. It's basically how I see everybody. Even the kind ones that don't ever react or act up. It would take a flash of an instant for that person to go all haywire and crazy when our beliefs, certain belief, or a part of our beliefs are attacked, I guess. I tried to bring a message out, but I wasn't able to. A bit too deep in me again. They were mounting flags, according to CNN, swinging from a news. Yeah, those. Hey, listen, George, CNN. Okay, Don Lemon, telling everybody to attack everyone who doesn't. That's sick in the head, and it's going to cause a lot of trouble for CNN. I don't think it's going to cause trouble for the people not getting whatever. Nice to see you again too, Chris. UFOs and music, if you can. We got to talk about the mandates. Are we all gonna get fired from our jobs here in the U.S.? Yeah, and unfortunately, I can't even talk about it because I got a medical strike on my channel. Very, very serious. I'm not even a doctor. And that's right. I saw some beautiful videos of firefighters, military personnel, doctors, dentists, dietitians, a whole bunch of people quitting, losing their jobs. Be happy, because it has to come to that. We're going to win. It's never going to go through. Be happy. But yes, everyone's going to lose their jobs. Very, very sad. But we have to overcome that. We have to go through that part to be able to cross over, to get some truth taken out. Right now, we're doing what we have to do to support our families, and we have to shut up, and we have to do this and that and that. But when we all stand up together, there's nothing that they're going to be able to do, as we've all done in the past. Once the people stand up, that's the end of the elites. Teresa, be kind, stand your ground, and hold the line in the sand, friends. Beautiful hidden code. There's lots of messages in what she just said in that message. And that's how we have to all talk now. When I see people come here and say, stand your ground. Stand your ground means a lot. I don't have to explain to you what it means, stand your ground. I know exactly what it means. Because by standing the ground, you hold the line, and the line's apparent. That's right. In the sand, as you said. Also, new 338 short casings for new heavy machine guns from 308 to 338. Big game changer. Yeah. A big game changer, also like you. Donnie C's in the house. Nice to see you, brother. Feedback Fred. Merci. Thank you. Salut, Feedback Fred. Could be, Peggy. If the moon was liberated, you said. It'd be a beautiful thing. Victor Levic, salut à toi, mon frère, merci. Yeah, something is definitely, says Brittany Has Eyes, going on in the atmosphere. I've noticed it too. I had to even get the camera to focus on objects closer. Yeah, you said it, Brittany Has Eyes. That's absolutely true. Planets are too close or they're too far away. Yesterday, the moon, even though I filmed it for 2 hours and I won't show you the footage, I'll get up 2 minutes of footage to show you what I mean by the blurriness and the oscillating. Remember, I showed it to you in the past, last year or something like that. couldn't film the moon because it was just shaking, because the ocean on the moon looked like the clear ocean was disturbed on the moon. And that's, I think, what's going on. Maybe something hit the moon. Maybe that dark triangle. Who knows? But there's definitely a difference in the atmosphere. But everything. And when you have a camera and you're filming it, you're definitely going to see it. Okay, I'm back. Love the channel. Thank you, Trent Schaefer. I appreciate that, brother. The mandates, I'm starting to think it's more of a treatment for yeah, that's not crazy, bro. That they have to lie about the cover of their own asses about what happened in the back, the fallout of Fukushima after 2011. I would say absolutely right. You know what they're doing now, the son of a guns? I hope I'm not mistaking one of the two reactor plants, whether it be Fukushima or the one in Russia. Fukushima fallout, apparently they're going to be emptying the water that's inside there, keeping which is, by the way, still effing cooling down. Have you ever understood that? These cores are still warm. Like how can that effing be? That is the energy of the world. It probably was the energy that was making the whole world turn. Scary stuff what they're doing. Imagine just in the States, how many nuclear plants? How many of you live beside nuclear plants in the States? What do you think is going to happen when there's an earthquake? You're going to have to move away from where you're leaving. The government would take that risk for fallout, having people have to move thousands of kilometers away. It's sad. It's crazy when you think of it. Bobby Cat, thank you very much. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Hey, Bruce, just enough time to check in. I'll watch later. Yes, we're talking about some interesting things. Hope you are all well. Can't wait to catch up. Bobby Cat, my hardworking friend, I love you very much. Thank you so much to you and family. Hello to hubby and everybody. I hope everyone's okay. And thank you very much, Bobby, for always checking up. And yeah, you'll be happy, Bobby. We got a dark triangle craft, TR3B, legit. Looked like it anyways. You'll see the video if you haven't seen it already. All radio. Oh my God, I'm thinking of radio telescopes. Bruce is trying to say too much. If you haven't seen it already, then that's what I meant. Alrighty then. Dorothy, Brandis, thank you so much. Thank you, Dorothy. Love you for becoming a member. Thank you very much. Welcome. I just posted the video, most recent one. You'll see, Dorothy, when you want to find out which videos are working, everyone in the members that has a member sign, you could ask them. I'm sure they're going to help you. In the community tab, that's where all the videos will come in. Considering that you're not getting notifications, if ever, you could always check on the community. Now you will see the ones that have the little green circle that say the member videos. And yesterday, it's fast moving UFO. I think I filmed around the sun, and I posted that if you want to take a look at that too. So thank you very much, Dorothy. It means a lot. Thanks, guys. The stats, happy Friday to all our beautiful friends. Thanks, you guys. Yeah, everyone's here. We got Dana Croft. I hope Crawface is here. Haven't seen Dana in a while. I hope she's not sick. I hope she's doing okay, but she moved. She was doing a lot there. Haven't been by Cindy's channel. I've been busy. I'm still busy for the rest of the week. Lots of stuff that I'm doing here to prepare, of course, for winter that I'm not mentioning, but that I have to do. Sir, what good is going to happen in October? The good is that it's all going to end. People are going to stand up and wake up, and maybe some of the arrests are going to start to happen. What's been going on with the world for a couple of years makes no sense. If it doesn't make sense, it's because it's not real or true or authentic. They happen. It's all going to stop. If, if some of you think that we're going to be hearing about for another 2-3 years, it ain't going to happen. It is not going to happen. People are going to stand up. Truth is going to come out. There's a lot of lies in that. Stats are being hidden. Statistics are being changed. Well, happily, I'm looking at the saddest but most beautiful thing occurring, and not just in the States, by the way, in Canada also, where firefighters, police officers are taking off their uniforms and they're standing up with the people. Beautiful, beautiful thing. government really cared about your health, they would be ban synthetic pesticides, cigarettes, booze, but they don't. No, absolutely not. That's exactly right. That is exactly right. Thanks again, Gwen. The Divine Sorcerer. Hello to you. Thanks for everything, my friend. Thanks for being here. My voice is ruined from too many surgeries. Thanks for sharing, Teresa. Be kind. Yeah, I believe that too. We're guinea pigs, eh? We really are. It's sad to say, but they test stuff on us, like, and we have to endure with that after. Thanks for sharing that, Teresa. Be kind. Sending you love and glad you've joined us again, Donnie C. Thank you, Darla. Did you hear about Alberta using the emergency alert system to tell everyone yes to get the jab to protect public health system? Yep. It's sickening. And there was some test here with the, we'll just say the Amber Alert, right? In Canada, where in the middle of the night, the phones were being set off a couple of times. They're preparing for something. They're probably checking to see if people are testing to see with the satellites, if people are receiving. What are we going to do when the sun sends a geomagnetic storm to Earth? Nothing is going to be controlled. They're going to have people stealing and robbing in houses. There'll be deaths because now people have guns. They'll be shooting people coming to their doors and stuff. So anyways, it'll be sweet. It's got to come out. Enough is enough. We live on a slave planet, right? This is a hidden concentration camp with freebies. Sort of like saying in your cell, you're allowed a television set. You don't feel like you're in prison, right? You got television set. You could leave your cell if you want to, right? I leave my cell. I can leave my cell right now, go next door. But I got to come back here, right? And if you don't believe me, do the test. Have you ever left your home for a month and not talked to anybody you know? You ever find it weird how the system always finds you, or a letter sort of appears at your house or something? They want to know where you are. They're always watching us. Always watching us. LB Roots, nice to see you too. Thanks a lot. Donnie C was watching the half moon last night. Yeah, same here, man. And thought I saw something big zip right by, but I don't know. Could have been anything. Yeah, well, it's funny you say that. Look, that happened to me 6 months ago. I saw a big ass object, looked like a planet, going by fast enough, actually, behind the sun. And was it anything? Well, I'll never know. I didn't film it. But when you film it, though, boy, then you got the truth. Pink Floyd. So if you had a sister Floyd, you'd be able to call her Pink Floyd. Pink Dude. The night sky has been getting more and more active with each passing year. I absolutely agree with that. Well, I'll tell you what, in 218 and 217, oh my goodness, there were a lot of asteroids and objects coming into the solar system. But now I'm starting to wonder if they were not all UFOs. There was lots of stuff coming into the solar system. Hello, Bruce. Love to everybody from Paris. Obi-Wan, rebonjour, mon frère. Un gros merci. Merci beaucoup, Obi-Wan, pour le grand support que tu donnes à la chaîne. Thank you. Thanks, everyone, for the generous contributions too. Ross, Elga, thank you. Amazing captures. Thanks, Patty. Catch you later. Brittany has eyes. The stats. Thank you for welcoming everyone. Special K, Matthews, Caraher. A lot of new things going on in our sky. I read that before and it popped up again. Benson Speed Shop. Hello. I saw Lisa and Brindley. Thank you very much. Jacques. Aloha de Paris, France. Merci beaucoup. Mon ami Jacques. Jacques. Drôle. J'aime ça, ce nom-là. There's a guy that built his own telescope in Africa that can see ships docking at the sun. I totally believe that. And I bet you he's in his own world or realm where he doesn't have a show probably showing it, or maybe he does. I believe that 100%. It's just theoretical, but I don't believe the sun is on fire. I believe it's what's around the sun. And I believe that what's underneath that blinding light is possibly a surface Or, like some say, the ring of fire. Maybe it is a circle hiding a black hole. Maybe the bright light that we're seeing as a circle is the atmosphere, dark matter clashing with matter, antimatter clashing with matter as it comes out of a dark hole. It's not that crazy. We all know that the reason why we're seeing some of the UFOs is because we're seeing the atmosphere around them. When we don't see a shape and you only see a light, that is most likely a UFO that is clashing with the atmosphere. You're filming the atmosphere that is creating antimatter as it touches the matter. What happens when antimatter touches matter? Look it up. I'm no genius, but I know there is photonic energy that occurs, and I know that there is photonic light, a very bright, blinding photonic light that would appear around the craft. And this was explained by Bob Lazar. It's not me that's explaining it. As the craft Hadron Collider basically is in the center of these UFOs, a Hadron Collider, okay, a generator. It goes through tubes. The matter meets up with the antimatter as it goes exits the craft, and you have the photonic evidence around it, visual evidence, and you have, voila, an antimatter craft. Are these free energy machines? I think they are. I think they created a free energy that nobody has to pollute anything. They could use it, probably even sit in a room with the energy. It's probably a very clean energy. It doesn't cause any problems to anything. Vive la France et liberté. Bien dit, Teresa Be Kind. Et la France, vous n'avez pas arrêté. Ça fait des mois que vous êtes debout à l'extérieur à faire les protestes et tout. Puis je vous supporte dans le fond avec ce que vous faites. Cindy Lou, who's in the house. Thank you very much. Had another problem, as I saw, Cindy, on your second stream with those idiots going by your channel. Laugh it off. I don't think it's going to get you closed, but at one point, whoever is doing that, still thinking along the lines of Louis Molyneux. But anyways, little rat bastard. Good day, the stats, and Darlama. Thank you very much, the Divine Sorcerer, for the ongoing. Sebastien Robert, hey la gang. Thanks for everything, bro. The support you give on both channels, English and French, it's greatly appreciated, man. 128, now it's 210, so I'm still late on the messages. Thank you for the greeting. I have the honor. Chris the Hardy, thank you so much, bro, for being here. I really appreciate it. Spam bots, I report 3 or 4 every day. Thanks, Chris. Carlos. Yeah, assuming that I only uploaded 1 video a day. That's how it is. The spam bots, them too, they're all over the place. Winfield Diets. Hey, I'm trying to stay positive. What good is going to happen on October? I think I just replied that. But anyways, if you want to stay positive, I'm telling you, I heard something on an inside. On an inside, the inside, right? I wouldn't even be able to make videos about it. But the person that said that was somebody very highly placed, someone who was in medicine. And October's the month where a lot of truth is going to come out. And that's all I'm going to say. And it's going to be on a positive note. And again, if it doesn't come out, it's because the leftists and the elites will have counterattacked it, probably. Oh, Tob's on. Hello to you. Thanks a lot. LB Rules, thanks again. Corrected your name. I got it. Thanks. I think this whole road and disappeared. People are coming together and changing the frequency of the planet for the good. You're dead right about that, man. Maybe the lockdown did some help. I believe it did. In that perspective, in that way, yes. Gave people a chance to take a good look at themselves and others. So it's like, it's now or never. We're locked down, see it, feel it, understand it, what's going on. And still some people are blind. A light that blinds humans, but aliens can endure with no problem. Andrell, well said. A light that blinds humans, but aliens can endure with no problem. That's exactly. So maybe we're alien man then. Thurston. Yes. Claudette Malaspina. I agree, Bruce. Welcome, Claudette Malaspina. Thank you very much. I agree, Bruce. The sun is something totally different than we think. Thank you very much, Claudette. I really do believe it is. Hey, Martin. I believe it is. Honestly, honest with you. I really believe it is. Beth, how's it going, Beth? Thank you so much. How kind of you. May all truth be disclosed this month and next. Love you guys. Thanks, Bruce. I love you more, Beth. Thanks a lot. And I'm telling you, Beth, it's coming in October. It's all going to happen. We're already starting to see it. Are you guys watching the news, seeing who is standing up around the world? I don't know if you notice on YouTube, they don't talk about the protests and stuff, but I guess there's these little channels that are continually being made in hiding, anonymous channels where they're showing a lot of the truth. You know, they put a ban on flying drones beside the border in the U.S. Did you see the 10,000 minimum people parked under a bridge on their asses waiting to come over? There's a big problem. So Fox was filming with their drone, and of course, the idiots passed a law where there's, for a week, I think, no drone flying along the border because they don't want people to know they're coming into the country in reality. Duh. Can we say that I think everybody knows what's going on now? So it must be a matter of time before they round these idiots up and arrest them. I don't know. I'm hoping they will. Please pummel the thumbs up button. Moonman friends, the stats. Thank you very much. Thank you, Julie. Julie Stats. Literally authentically excited. Do you know that? Like, I'm not, this is no bullshit. This is my real stupid excited face, right? I knew I'd have a lot of problems with trolls here on YouTube, but at least, you know, never would have thought that I would have had such amazing comments. And I said it the other day. My mother told me I should even write it down. I'm going to say it now. I never thought that with the crap that I've experienced in the past few years would bring such positivity. Honestly, the more crap I get into, the more positivity you guys and gals bring to the channel. So it's a plus. So looking on a positive note, this is my shit trophy. I say that all the time. I know a lot of you don't understand, but I have many trophies and they're not very, very nice trophies. But it doesn't matter. You guys still come back. You keep the channel real. You know, we're like a family here, and it's what I needed for the channel to continue and to thrive. And just don't change what you're doing. It's basically, I have not a word to say. It's a lot of positivity in this. Even being hacked is getting more support this way, because people are actually probably as offended as me that YouTube's not doing anything about these hackers. So thanks, Beth. Find the good. Love that. Yes, we have to. Absolutely. Totally agree. 100%. 210. I'm catching up. Carolina Mary. Light without heat. You no, literally. Yeah. You understand something, and I'm talking about the photonic energy. Scary, right? Light without heat. The sun. Light without heat. Why is the atmosphere hotter around the sun than it is on the surface? Thousands of degrees in Fahrenheit cooler on the surface of the sun. Well, they don't say surface of the sun because they don't believe there's a surface. It's just hydrogen and gas mixed up with, no. I believe there is a surface on the sun. I believe it could be a planet. But again, I just talked about it being a black hole, the ring of fire. I love all these theories. If it's a real big black hole, it would only make sense that there are solar systems around them, because that's what happens. And we're being pulled in very slowly when you think of it. Black holes divert light, just light rays, like the light from the sun. If there was a black hole beside it, you would see the sun rays not ever reach Earth. If there was a black hole beside the sun, there would not be any light here on Earth. We could say that too, if we depend on science, not theory, facts. The sun is not necessarily what we think it is what I believe. I'm not saying it's not a sphere. I'm not saying, the sun is rotating. That's what they're saying. And when you look at The Carrington rotation, which, I was really happy to see that. I thought, I was like, well, Bruce is going to analyze the sun rotating for the first time. Nope. It's been done a long time ago, but I still tried to see if I would have been the first to do so. Of course not. But when the only way we're going to see the sun rotate is if we analyze the new sun regions or older sun regions that come back and that remain there many days. Do you guys know that 220 days last year in 2020, there were no flares? Do you know how many days this year there are solar flares? The sun is definitely active, and leading up to 2025, I believe most people are going to live, but there's going to be cataclysmic storms. Maybe it will attract an asteroid or meteor to hit Earth, and if it goes in the ocean, sure, it can cause a tidal wave and stuff like that. But honestly, if that's all that's going to happen, it's not that scary. No, it doesn't scare me. It's natural causes. That's like saying, I built a sand fort and I hope it doesn't get destroyed. Everything changes. Everything evolves. The trees on the surface evolve. Trees grow. The bigger they get, more break up the ground. Then at one point, they're so big, they fall over. Can't win. The expression, what goes up must come down. Yep. What goes up must come down. Well, what gets big, strong, and rich will also get small, poor, and lose. Right? Basically, billionaires are trying to take over the world by depopulating it. That's not hard to understand. And still today, people do not believe about the depop. It is so stupid. It's in the news. It's in our bloody government documents, both in Canada and the US and France, around the world. George Bush was talking about the New World Order, and we will succeed. Remember him saying that? Everyone's like, yeah, New World Order. Cool. The New World. Yes, we're going to make ourselves a new world. But it wasn't what people thought. That's what happened. Share Bruce's All channel on platforms. Bring out the truth. Floyd, can't thank you enough. Even my mother the other day shared a couple of links on her social blade, on her Facebook and stuff like that. And you're like, well, is it going to help? Maybe it will. Of course it does. Even if one person finds the channel, it can happen. I think it's hilarious, and I think it's little Louis too. Yeah, I think you're right on about that, Cindy. Definitely right on about that. Why would they be offended about you doing a research if you're not putting other channels down? I mean, I'm worse than you for that, I guess, right? So they say. Everyone says Bruce is always putting channels down. No, I put assholes down. An asshole is lower, right? Why do you think they put assholes in pants so we don't see them? So when I get an asshole around here, I just put on a pair of pants and just tell them. Anyways, yes, with Obi-Wan, we are in the streets every week. Jacouille, je vous remercie, c'est grâce à l'ensemble de tout le monde qui vont faire ça que ça va aider le monde entier. Tout le monde regarde ce que la France est en train de faire. Puis ils le cachent, Jacouille. They're hiding it. They're hiding in France what's going on in France, the protests and everything. Can't find this stuff in the news. Sunrise. Hello. Okay, time to get my day going. Y'all be good. Thank you. Sorry I missed you, my friend. Greg Herrera, how's it going? Agree, Bruce. Things are not what it appears exactly with the sun. I'm feeling the ideal of the center being solid and not super hot is resonating with me. Thank you. Thank you, Greg. I actually believe it, man, that it's really possible that, this may be some, like, look at it like you want. Let's say the sun was really big, like they're saying, and that it was so big that around it, there could be 5 or 10 other stars or something that's actually blinding the surface. There could be so many reasons. So many reasons. Hey, Ed's World, thank you so much, brother. I have some wild CIA star signatures on Grease Monkey videos and high impact flux. 1, 2, 3, 4 CIA signature looks like drop of honey in music bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dude, why don't you have a badge? Why don't they just give you a badge? They must hate you, man. Definitely hate you. Thank you very much for sharing that. You see, and sometimes Ed's world will talk in codes no one's going to understand unless you really understand what he's saying. But I get his point. Ed's world, thank you so much. Judy Barker's in the house. I think I saw share, please, before she very quickly, drastically disappeared. Judy Barker, thanks for the support and everything. Generous contributions and everything you do to help and support this channel. Love you for it. I live in Canada, directly above 51 site. It's funny you say that. You check the coordinates too. My coordinates, I'm almost right across myself as to where Area 51 is. Right next to one of Earth's 9 radio observatories, to say the least. I see some weird shite in the skies over here. I absolutely believe it. Do you remember? And if not, Andriel, I have to show that again. I also live beside a radio telescope, only minutes away from me, from where I am. And I filmed that radio telescope at the beginning. And when I did, I started getting problems with people, with a certain military and police officer. I have scientific police that connected with me. I have civil police that connected with me. I'm learning all about these different types of police. Do you know that there's police officers that work for Ontario and Quebec that travel on each side of the border? They don't have borders. They're here and there, both sides. We have Ace of Space channel that had threatened me and had sent some authorities over to the house. So this is something very, very real. You know, that what people think borders, there's no borders. The Canadian Holocaust, what happened here, the genocides and everything, it was done by people from the States that did their work here in Canada, right? 20,000 plus documents erased and flushed, burnt, hidden, you know, all the lobotomies and stuff they were doing on people and stuff. MK Ultra, right here, ladies and gents, Montreal, this is where it started. Van Allen Hospital, Memorial Hospital. You have to look out what they did there, experimenting on all the people and stuff. It's like totally crazy. And that was way back when Duplessis was in charge and running the show here in Quebec, apparently. But it's all very, very real. All these people being experimented on and stuff like that. So I believe even more now today that, of course, they're going to be bringing people to the moon and other planets to experiment on them. Maybe it's done in a civil way. I would imagine it's not very hard to turn off someone, right? We got fentanyl on the street. So it's like, hello, just handicap someone, paralyze someone, and just have them breathe and just operate on them. Scary as hell. I believe that's what they're doing. They do it here. Aliens are probably here doing it. They probably have their locales and everything set up. Why, hell, if the aliens have been here so bloody long, they probably even have beach resorts for them here. That's how I see everything. Nothing ever really was not going on. It's just that everything was always hidden. Aham, Ramasmi, thank you very much. It's called the Dominion Radio Astrophysical Observatory Research Facility in Penticon, BC, Canada. Thank you so much. Here, I'm not going to name the area because it is a top secret area, actually. It's an area where NASA hires them to do certain jobs and build certain things for the States and NASA in space. A lot of the things that NASA has in space are built and Canadian built. The Canadian arm. We've got a whole bunch of things here that are built for the States in secrecy. That's exactly how it's done, you know. Look up the Bruce nuclear plant in Ontario. That's something that's pretty bad, drastic. Look at what the hell they're building, doing there and producing there, and wonder why. You know, plutonium's made for one thing only. It's warheads, nuclear warheads, not made for other things like, you know, and they use it for generators. They were saying there's certain things that they say they're producing the plutonium for. But anyways, yeah, it's a lot of bull crap. They're doing that just because, and somebody told me the other day, everything they're producing here, all those warheads are used in space. And I actually believe that. I believe a good part is, for sure. What's weird is the government says Floyd stats. The governments make laws not to do things to people in their own land. So they go to other countries. It's practice all over the world. Did you hear what I just read? That's true what he said. What's weird is that the governments make laws not to do things to people in their own land so they can go to other countries. It's practiced around worldwide, and I absolutely believe it is. I believe that 100% that it is. Late today, least I made it this week. Hello, Commons and Bruce. Thank you very much. Orwell's Bud. Appreciate that. Ed's World. Thank you, brother. I'm planning on going on a reconnaissance trip into a wildlife preserve forest to collect data and any evidence of prior reset and directed energy weapon, the deforestation inside wildlife preserve. Can you come pick me up? Yeah, come pick me up, man. That is something that, imagine how many people are doing that. That's interesting, actually. So that's why you can't ever talk about anything, right? As long as you're sending your information to the right areas. Thanks so much, bro. Canada builds the largest telescope mirrors in the world. Yes, Canada builds the James Webb Telescope mirrors. Andrew L., thank you very much for sharing that. It's absolutely right. James Webb Telescope, right? Billions of dollars. What, 6? I don't know how many billion was invested. Supposed to leave in 2021 or 2022, 2023. I'm not sure of the date. It's supposed to already be up. I made the video years ago. A very new type of telescope with new technology and on it. The mirrors, yes, the whole mirrors are what the size. What is it? What was the size? 21 feet. Don't depend on what I said, but I did the research on the James Webb Telescope, and that the James Webb Telescope is the telescope, they're saying, everybody, that's supposed to replace Hubble. Hubble telescope, how long has it been up there? 20, 30, 40? It's been up there a long time, and not 40 years, but it's been up there for sure almost 30 years, I guess. I would assume. They're not going to get rid of it. They're still going to use it. Why don't they use it to film the bloody moon? I'll be honest with you, Hubble telescope is there just to film the moon. I'm pretty sure. To see what happens. Gordon, thank you very much. Sting was an alien. He was an Englishman in New York. Oh, I'm an alien. I'm a legal alien. I'm a legal alien in New York. But then I said that. Okay, don't get that song in my head. I'm going to start singing it. Dick and Roscoe Show. Thank you very much. I really need to talk to you. Have a slot in a regular rotation for your show. Mods, let me know. You see this, please. Are you a real show? Sure. I get a lot of people that come here, say they're NBC News or whatever and stuff. I'm always open for interviews. Really busy this week and next week, but yeah. I'm not hard to reach, my friend. It's just I don't get reached by people usually. No people. Celestial magnetic, sorry. Hey, Bruce, man, I know if we were neighbors, we'd be best friends. Good to see you. Thank you. Yeah, I confirm there's a lot of you here that we'd definitely be best buds. A lot of you guys be out in the back having a cold one on the balcony looking at stuff in the sky. If I was closer to you all, we'd have amazing gatherings. Think of it being able actually to gather up to do some of that research. It'd be absolutely mind-blowing. Well, I really wish I had a glass of coffee. Bottom. Thank you, Lisa and Brindley, for being here. Thanks again, Celestial Magnetic. Some been harvesting us for adrenochrome. Most perturbing. Yeah. That's scary. So basically they bring you up into their ship and they have you hover over a bunch of beasts and demons. They get your adrenaline up. Scary stuff. I think the moon is closer than they say. I agree with you, Knowledge 2020 channel. They even said it's in our atmosphere recently. I think the truth is going to come out. there's a big fight. That's why it's possible we're up there with them getting ready for the Great Reset. I believe it. Yeah, that's a word that more and more people are not using so much anymore. The Great Reset. It's true. The New World Order. No, it's the Great Reset. They're resetting everything. So the resetting of everything, they're going to reset the solar system. So the solar system is going to realign itself and is probably going to shift. And they would have to do that every so many hundreds of years. Shift one way, shift back, shift one way and shift back is what I see, how I see that they would be doing that. Anyway, we could do a duo video. I think I'd have a lot of value to add to your show. I can't help people with quantum parse as well. I can't help people with quantum parse as well as speaking in code, seeing code, and deciphering past, current, and F. Yeah, I'm a code man. I see the patterns. They register with me, and most people that I introduce them to, it doesn't come up. Ed's World, anytime you and I want to do a show, why don't we set the date? Why don't next live stream, either next weekend or during the week? Why don't you just come to the show, and I'll just send you the link so you can come on with me and talk. We could talk about everything, bro. Whole bunch of things, man. It'd be very, very interesting. If you want to set that up, we could do it, man. Do a video, and you can grab the video and post it on your channel too. Anything you want to talk about, we could definitely do that. Maybe check up the next stream if you want. We do it like boom next or on the weekend, maybe Sunday coming or something like that, or during the week for sure, man. Anytime, bro. Anytime, man. Or maybe I was wrong about that. Sorry, Canada made other contributions to the telescope. I don't know if it was the mirrors or not, though. No problems, Andrew L. I think it is. There's lots of Canadian parts on that, and yeah, definitely a possibility. Joey, the alien manager. That's funny. Thanks, Ed's World. Ed's World. Sweet connect through Patreon. Yes, direct message. 10-4, man. I was supposed to do Patreon messages a couple of days ago, and I did not. I have lots of messages there. I got some new patrons. I'll be there in less than 48 hours. I promise. Probably tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to answer all patrons. I'm confirming it. Anyone on Patreon tomorrow will get answered all comments. I'll do it all day, and I'll be checking that out. And yeah, confirm, man. Come on anytime. Like we did the last time, like you did with the television and stuff, man. Come on the show. We'll talk. We'll talk about any interesting. We could put it a subject talking about deciphering patterns and codes and whatnot. Well, it'll be awesome, man. Thanks for the support, bro. And it'll contribute to the channel at the same time. I'm sure lots of you will find it very interesting. Very advanced in codes and patterns. I thought I was, yeah. I don't even compare it to Ed's World when it comes to codes and stuff like that. But me, it was something natural. It's not something I studied. It's something that came to me. And then I did start studying, went into forensics. I went into the forensics of the vocabulary, forensics and everything. Very, very interesting. All the same courses, I guess, police officers or investigative agents would go through and stuff, because I just think it's interesting being able to see if someone's lying or not. Analyzing human behavior is something that I've listened to since I was young. I love studying human behavior, scary things. I will share the Obama quantum parse. I'll tell you what, we'll do it on top of it. When we do it, we'll do it, and I won't monetize it. When I do a video and not monetize it, we don't get any trouble. We'll have more of an open chance of speaking. Interesting. Awesome, man. Thank you so much. Sounds great. I won't let you hang. I'll get back to you fast enough on that too. Don't worry about that. How about that? How about that? Peggy, Knowledge 2020, it was much more sinister than that, and Eisenhower didn't want to agree, but others made him sign. Probably so. Eisenhower was look up the day that they started digging for the Pentagon. Okay, look up that date, guys. It was September 11th when they started the first dig at 11 o'clock on September 11th. The first hole that was made to start digging at the Pentagon. And then if you look back very recently, 20th anniversary, a sad anniversary of what happened in the States, it's funny that it occurred on that very day when you think of it. And I get that because of patterns and codes, and it's all there. It's all obvious. Still on the web, but free speech, no censorship. Dick and Roscoe show. Thanks. Wicked Development. Yahoo is my email address. This will be a daytime slot and still on web, but free speech, no censorship. If ever the day I talk again without censorship will be the day they jail me. You lucky devil, Floyd, for being in some of those jungles, man. I gotta get out of home. Grafted Branch Homestead, thank you very much. Got a small telescope and checked out the moon last night. Thank you. I think wasn't it you that were mentioning that you wanted to get one? Good for you, my friend in New Mexico. Congrats, and let me know if you see anything special. Dorothy, Australia just passed forum on that exact point. I hear foreign military can come over into their land, to control their masses. Yes, absolutely. We have United Nations in Europe that's controlling Canada and the States. Why? Why the hell is that happening? Big tech took over. That's what happened. It's a medical invasion. That's what it is. The pharmaceuticals are invading. Too many deals. And China, well, don't forget, China's always trying to manipulate the trade. And I think this is something we have to be more independent of China. That's what we have to do. What are your thoughts about the face on Mars? Crimson Drums, thank you so much for asking me that. Well, the face on Mars, I'm very interested by it, whether it be because of pareidolia, whether it be because of the sun that is causing shadows around a mountain to look like a nose and stuff. I'm going to be very, 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 very honest with you. It looks like a real face when the shadow's at just the right point. When the shadow leaves, you don't see the face anymore, but you do see that there's construction there. So where the face is, we see lines going into the surface. I posted this video. I did a very close-up image on that bloody image, and it's manipulated. There's a surface manipulated. Could it be a statue that's buried? I'm not going to put that by. Of course, yes, it could be. I'm not going to even rule that out. But it's just that in general, I'm not telling people that there's a confirmed head there, and I'm doing what all the trolls want me to do. Is it could be pareidolia. And they want to hear that word. They want to hear chromatic aberration. They want to hear that, the idiots. It's okay. That's like the same people that always say it's just debris or it's just a satellite, right? It no matter what the view, no matter what you visually prove, people will say it's just a satellite. But if they were to have to make a video to prove that the lights I was capturing were satellites, they'd never be able to do it, right? So benefit of the doubt. You don't believe, you don't believe. Davey 85, Bruce, I must say your moon footage is by far the best I've ever seen. Such clarity, amazing, sir. Thank you so much, Davey 85. That means a lot, brother. I really, really appreciate it. And we are due. I was out yesterday. I didn't get much of the moon, but I can still post some footage of the moon in a couple of days if we don't get it. And I'll be out tonight too there. Brought the whole bloody telescope outside, all 75 pounds and weights because the moon, but then I only brought 50 pounds of weight outside because the moon, of course, was not up in the sky. Yesterday, I filmed the moon in the south. Third phase, guys, in the south. Third phase of the moon. Shit, I didn't want to mention that channel here. No, third phase of moon. You guys, we were supposed to do a collaboration too with the shit I'm getting on the moon. What the hell's going on, y'all? Sup, y'all? Let's do this. Yeah. Anyways, big channels, schmink channels. Eh? That's how I see it. We could just be a body factory for all other planets. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I call Earth the fridge. A lot of people don't like it when I say that. We're like the fridge where you keep the vegetables in a fridge alive. That exists, and we're all clones for somebody else in space, and then extra body parts when they need it. Well, on a good note, Celestial Magnetic, I did think a lot the way you thought about many years ago. And then something happened. You're able, in a petri dish right now, I can grab your sperm. Not that I want to talk about your sperm, but I can make you without you. And I can eat you every day at home by building. And I'm not even going to have the bone. I'm just going to make the meat parts and just stick that in my fridge like a company, because we can develop cloning. We can clone things. We can make our own meats in petri dishes. We have the cow now. All we need is one cow, or we need to fertilize. That's all we need to do, fertilize the egg, and we're making meat. We don't have to make the whole cow. That way they won't be able to say that the cows are destroying Earth by methane and putting bags up their asses. We're getting into a really, really odd part of the world, right? Of the evolution of humans, I think. You know, when you look back in the newspapers in the 40s and 50s, and you see the silly things that they were selling for, you know, for medicine, for like sexual aids, everything was ridiculous. Everything was bogus, had no true experimentation or studies or scientific studies done in anything that they're doing. They're just throwing things out to people. Buy this, buy that. That's good for this. That's good for that. And we got the big ones like Procter & Gamble, Johnson & Johnson, that produce everything that our bodies touch, all the way from Q-tips to soaps to Kleenex to everything, the toilet paper. And why? They got the rule on that. They're the ones, the elites, that are making everything, you know, and putting the poisons in it, probably, most likely, is how I see it. Be my friend work, savage and wholesome memes, direct sources cultivated daily with good news and opinion. We must use their tools against them on Facebook /Ian.Eddington.9. Exactly. That and that's going to be their downfall. You're absolutely right about that, Ed's World. It's going to be their downfall. They're going to have to put up with what they threw at us. What they're throwing at us, we're going to throw back at them. That's for sure. People have to stand up and understand that what's going on. So there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be losing their jobs to stand up for others, and a lot of people will go unnoticed. But in reality, it's what has to occur. Yeah, you said it, Dorothy. Excuse me, I'm being drained. Masonic code. Yeah, you'll be very careful talking about that. Death threats and everything. I've been getting them all the time. Get used to it. Stro66. I've been telling Third Phase, if you want to see UFOs, go look at Bruce Cesar. Thank you so much, man. You've got way more UFOs going on. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's the thing. Why do these channels not want to talk about what I captured? One channel would have talked about my dark triangle craft, and I would have exploded. But they're all going to get together, not to make me explode, so that they can have the opportunity to show everyone what's out there. But if they're not capturing, look at me. Do you think that I tell anyone that now I'm going to be capturing dark triangles? No, it's my first time, starting my actually my second time. But somebody said here before they caught a triangle, but only one frame, 3 frames. I caught a triangle over the partial eclipse. I showed it recently in the video, and that was 1 frame. Okay. Now, finally, the triangle craft that went over the sun, beside the sun, or between Earth and the sun, I was able to film it live. So there's no two ways about it. They bloody exist. Somebody wants to say there's debris out there. Do you have any idea how big that debris would be? No, that's big. That object that went by was huge. Huge going by the sun. Finished at 40. Even us cockneys know the truth. Thank you. Finished at 40. PNP. Everything just disappeared now. Human beings created by the Iggy, who themselves were a slave race in the Anunnaki on Mars. After rebelling, they came to Earth. It's another theory. It's another thing that some people say. Me, Anunnaki. Never heard of them, right? Until they come and knock on my door. But that's what they're saying. A lot of people talking about the Anunnaki. I would believe more of that, the Anunnaki, but there's just so many stories that I didn't ever get too interested in any of the theories, and whether it be myth, truth, or not. Rose Emilio, greetings to you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Question the answers. Always good. One must go all natural and better so organic and even raw foods. I totally agree with it. Having a hard time with that. I mean, my mother's been doing it for a long time. Knows all about that. But yeah, stay away from the tap water. Yeah, you see, and even have a chance of avoiding cancer and other disease. I totally believe it. I would tell you, if we didn't stink so much, if we didn't use soap, I wouldn't even be using soap. Every bloody product that we're using, if they're putting something in it, and we're using 50 different products. Well, we need those 50 different products to make you feel sickened. It's very scary what you said. Question the answers. I did a test at the beginning of February when that stupid shit started, okay? And my chest healed. The problem I've had since I was 19 never came back again because I stopped using certain products and I stopped using certain things. And look at me, that makes my coffee. Sometimes I grab the bottled water to make my coffee. It's a bit more expensive putting in 10 bottles of water. But it is going to help because it's a slow death. That's how it is. We're slow dying. It's not like we're going to die tomorrow morning. It's a slow death. They go and, why do you think people back in the days of the Bible, let's say, why did Adam live to be 800 or 1,000? Moses and all that, and between 1,100 and 800 years old. These guys were so old. 800 bloody years. Can you imagine? One guy says he was a very smart person, Moses said. No, he's been here for 800 bloody years. He knows everything. He's been here so long. How many times has he gone up on that bloody mountain? When you think of it. Strode 66, thank you, my friend. They are interesting, the stories. Internet will go down soon. Cyber Polygon. Yep, no communication for us. Possibly. That's what they're saying. I told some family members and some friends, I said, I can't wait till we get friggin' an asteroid comes and destroys a part of Earth. That way we won't hear about the vax anymore and all this stupid bullshit. They won't be worried about that when meteors hit Earth. Oh, God. You think they're going to set up centers? No. No. They're not going to do that. They didn't let you see my last message. Whoa, man. Scary stuff sometimes. It goes to show Celestial Magnetic that they are watching. They're definitely watching. Take down little things. It's screwed up. Thanks, F Donkey. Anthony Santos. Yep, the V. They talked about it in the movie, The V. Maybe that's what they meant. The VAC. Thanks, Darla, for all the support you guys and gals give. Thurston. Well said, Turface. That was a good one. Sherry Lynn Wheeler. Hello, my dear friend. How's it going? Patreon comments tomorrow all day without any excuse, my friends. Still have that sore throat. Shouldn't stay on too long. Hey, I made it to 3, guys. That's good. I made it to 3 o'clock. Awesome. I'll be getting off real soon. Hey, Kai Miller. Force is strong here. Yes, I'm here. Thank you very much. Fro20. They're not putting things in the bottled water. I think, yeah. No. No, I don't think it. But it's just that there's more in the sink than in the bottled water. That's the thing. It depends. You have a chance that the company, bottled water company, wants it legitimately done. Absolutely. It's something like, what does everybody use? Coffee, milk, sugar, and eggs. There you go. There's the virus in the foods, probably. Joey, the alien manager. Thanks for being here. Message retracted. That happens. But it does, John. It does make nice coffee. It does. Tastes a lot better, actually. What the hell's in my glasses? When I look in the image, I see something in my glass, and I don't see it here. Oh, well. Ooh-wee-oo. Bacon was plentiful. I didn't touch it yet. I got my pound of bacon on thawing now. I actually haven't had eggs and bacon in. Maybe I should, but it's the truth, guys. If we were to stop eating everything that we eat, everything for 3 months, I bet you would feel great. Bet you would feel great. Yeah, the age is due to genetically modification. Could absolutely be. We're aging. Virgin, says Kai Miller. Yes, I think so. And we are so stupid we pay for the water on top of it. Yeah, of course. We pay for the water in France, Darla. I think this has been going on for 20 years. They have to pay for their water too. And I'm not talking about water. I'm talking about their consumption. They have meters in certain areas in France, probably even in the States, where the water consumption is targeted. They want to know how much water you're using, and you'll be charged based on the amount of water you use. Gamecock Mike, good for you, man. My weight is going back up a little. Good, bro. Is going back up a little, 106. You got to get your weight up, my man. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of the elites. Fortunately, I spent a great deal of time researching and actually visiting these farms for Whole Foods Market as my job. Thanks, question the answers. I'm blessed to only eat legitimate natural sources. Grub, it's a battle. Thanks for sharing that. That's how it is. You need glasses? Yeah. I use these to hide my black eyes. I don't even need them. I could read perfectly. F Donkey. Oh my God. No, I'm kidding. If I don't need glasses too yesterday. ZG Ammo. Zach ENT. I get Aqua Pana glass bottles of water. Aqua Pana? I think I have Aquafina here. What do I have as bottled water? I wonder. Oh, it's Esca water. Probably out of a sewer somewhere. Esca. Est-ce que tu vas prendre la chance? French joke. Only French people understand it. It was funny. David Jones. Hey, buddy. Love your post. What do you make of the new reset? I'm still really skeptical about exactly what's going on. And I believe that, basically billionaires are trying to depopulate our Earth. And big head honcho doctors and researchers and scientists that have been in the field, their fields for 20, 30, 40 years are quitting. They're literally getting up, standing up and quitting and stuff like that. I don't know why. Am I that stupid to be seeing some positivity in this? I still see it as something positive, trying to change something positive. How does it make any sense that they're trying to depopulate us, but that they allow us to have kids? If I want to go have a kid with a neighbor next door, we're going to have our kid in 9 months. We'll have another baby. Why? Why? Well, there's a reason for wanting to do things to humans that might be killing them. Maybe it's an experimentation. They don't want us to be depopulated. They want more populating. They just want more zombies or more test people to test. You know, we're talking the other day with somebody that told me, he goes, how many people do you think NASA fly out in space that die? That was interesting to say. It was just a theory. And I said, there probably loads of them. Sign a paper. I sign this over. If you come back, you get so much money, and then that will be there. You have to hide this, hide that. They send up. Most of these people are going up. They don't have families. They don't have kids, probably. Look at Yuri Gagarin. What happened with him? I don't think they're just sending monkeys to space, no doubt. Everyone has a water meter here in the USA. Floyd, seriously, I didn't know that, man. So you see, the meters are out there. Here right now, here, there's nothing. Like, literally, it's scary. And I do agree with the meters in a way, even though they just want to make us pay the buggers. I believe that there's a lot of people that do waste water. A lot of people don't have the care of there not being any water, but for whatever the reason that they don't realize that, they're not awake to that. Do you think there's humans on the moon at the moment? Tony D, yeah, eat pesticides, not very smart. And that's what we're doing, literally. Do you think there is humans on the moon at the moment? I'm not sure. I'm really, really not sure. I'm struggling between understanding whether it's a breakaway civilization up there or whether it's old buildings that they're going back to refurbish, or are they excavating, getting rid of all the bodies that would have remained there. Imagine if there was a cataclysmic event on the moon where everybody died. How scary would it be to go on that planet, land on the moon, and to go house to house and to analyze how everyone's dead? There would be all there just frozen, basically. Or why do people think frozen when they go to the moon? You know, it was 29 degrees when they said they landed on the moon. Yes, 29 degrees Celsius when they landed on the moon. That NASA said it themselves. You could look up anywhere you want, any information. That's the exact temperature you're going to get on the moon when they landed. It was 29 degrees. And they say, you know, it goes down to like 5,000 degrees inside of the craters. I doubt it. I doubt it. I don't think it's any colder than it is in Antarctica, probably. So I guess that was enough for me now, because I do want to come back on next live stream. I can't thank you all enough for the support you're giving the channel, coming by, appreciating the videos and everything. Really, really, really means a lot, my friends. Raymond Hagens, thank you. Ramon Hagens, thank you so much, my friend. Thanks, brother. They haven't been there, period. Well, listen, they didn't go the way they said they went. Okay? They did not go the way they said they went, is what I believe. I saw the fake landing. Maybe you all have not. It was done with helicopters in the desert. Just letting you all know that. So, thank you, Mickey Scott, from my American friends. 84 degrees Celsius on the moon when they landed, which is, yes, 29 degrees Celsius. Thanks a lot for that. Dorothy, thank you so much for coming by. It's my pleasure. I owe all these streams to you all, and I owe you guys and gals a lot of videos to come, and it's exactly what I'm going to keep doing. I say breakaway civilization. Look at these tunnels that were built underground here. Absolutely. Civilization used to be different, but something changed. You said a mouthful, Gamecock Mike. A long time ago, everyone was in the caves. Remember here on Earth, every time we find someone in a cave, oh, what were they hiding from? Why were they living in caves? Something was different with today. And all those ancient tunnels are still all down there. And that's where all these bloody incredible stories come from, like Voyage to the Center of the Earth in the 40s or 50s, Hardy Boys and stories and all these mystery stories and stuff. People know the truth. People have a clear idea of what's going on. It's just some of us don't want to accept or believe it. Maybe we're in denial. I'm talking about me as much there. It's like people are in denial. I say Breakaway civilization. Look at these. That was a good one, definitely. What if they have never gone to the moon because space is the fourth dimension and they don't have the technology to go there? Like what Buzz said. That's right. That's right. Yes, Buzz did say that too. That's a good one, actually, Andrew L. I don't think we know what space is. Space is a vortex, my friends. The minute you leave Earth, you'll wind up and be blown away into the bottom of some pit somewhere. That's how I see, Earth. Maybe Earth is surrounded by all those stars and planets and there's nothing elsewhere. There are no stars or galaxies or anything. Maybe it's just what we're looking at. Maybe we're stuck in the Milky Way looking at all these stars around us and stuff. And maybe just right next door, there's nothing. There's nothing there. Force is strong here. See you soon. Thank you, Peggy. We send the same right back to you. I'm not seeing Peggy. Or maybe I did. I asked me if I was crazy. I'm waiting for the answer. Kai, I asked myself if I was crazy and I got an answer back, yes. So I never asked myself again. We need to get away from the monetary system. Yep. And do things that need to be done for the greater good. And maybe we can make it to the next dimension. That's what we have to do, man. We have to make heaven on earth here. And you know what? Now we all know that that's what the people were trying to do. It's the governments to stop this. That's what they're doing. Sending healing prayers to Mike. Will most definitely be back tonight. Gargle with the salt water. So I'm going to go do Beth right now, actually. Well, little Bruce, poor Bruce. This show here today on YouTube is better than any movie in cinema, man. I love you for it, Chris. Thanks, brother. Thank you, Bruce, for this wonderful Friday evening. I learned a lot again. Can't thank you enough, guys. And thanks so much for coming back to the channel. I love you all so much for it. Matter only can exist in magnetic fields. Beautiful stuff is coming out. There's so much to learn. There's so much to study. And I think that's why not one person can come up with the actual truth, because there's too many fields. There are too many fields that we'd have to understand. As I start getting Adam Burton, thanks, man. Sorry I missed you, bro. There's too many fields that we'd have to get into. Physics, science, all the theories, and not just that, quantum physics. And oh my God, I'm no genius. I'd never be able to get into it all. But so yeah, and if you're still listening, Ed's World, well, we'll whip something up together, you and I, bro. And we'll come up with some of these awesome subjects talking about codes and a whole bunch of things. And we'll see how far we can get away with by doing so. Saw a documentary on with high-ups drinking and speaking openly about doing a moon landing in Stanley Kubrick's studio to show a better version of the landing as a real moon landing due to grainy footage. You said the truth there, Strode 66. That's exactly it. I saw them land in the desert. I guess, yes, Stanley Kubrick has a lot to do with it. I believe he's the one that filmed the fake moon landing. And I also heard that part where you say where it was too grainy. There's also a part of the landing that was destroyed, the video when they brought it back. This is all deliberate. I believe it's all deliberate. And I saw them in the Nevada desert. I saw them with helicopters creating dust lifting up off the surface to make it look like a landing. I saw a lot of things in that documentary that I viewed, American Moon. I don't know if that's what it was called, but Silvano Trotta got that from somebody else, and they show everything from the plastic lines holding up the astronauts as they're standing up on the moon, which is probably basically in black and white in the desert. And I did something really, really funny. I went to look what the Nevada desert weather was on the day they landed on the moon, and it was clear. It was a clear day. So maybe that's what they did in the desert, is they had a beautiful clear day. And don't forget, by being in Nevada, they had protection from the sky. Mum's the word. They could do anything they wanted to because you can't fly. There's a no-fly zone over Area 51. So if they did that there in Area 51, that's exactly what would have happened. I'm getting off, guys. Got to thank you all. Ed's World, not too many fields. Improper structure, coherent structure makes it way easier. Well, of course, but they're making up all these fields so that we can fight. So all the scientists are fighting, you got scientists saying antimatter can't clash with matter because of this and that environment, depending on whether you're in a magnetic field or whether you're closed in the vacuum. And everyone just fights and fights and fights them. UFOs going by, doing a little thing, laughing at everyone. That's how it is. Totally stupid. And so I'll be bugging you as we're going to get together and do a literal show, man. Take an hour or two to sit down and talk about anything our hearts desire. I love you all, says she disappeared. Beth. I'm sure it was Beth. Have a great day. See you guys tonight. Yeah, I'll be back, my friends, with 3. I'll be back in 5 hours, and I'm going to be working on, of course, tonight's next video. So when I come here at 8, the minute I get off, boom. I filmed the moons of Jupiter yesterday for a little bit to see if there's any activity around them. I filmed Jupiter, tried to film the moon. The moon was unbearably blurry and jittery and stuff. So maybe I'll put up a little bit. If I didn't delete it all, 2 hours, guys, outside filming the moon, got crap, got nothing clear. It was blurry. Like I didn't know how to film the moon. It was not normal. What was up on the last SpaceX? Hey, thank you very much. Before I get off, I want to talk about that. Thanks, Floyd. They sent up tourists, and I think it's 4 tourists, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know about the number. I could be wrong about the number. Love you guys, and thanks again to Bruce. Take care. Unfortunately, I have to go. I'm out of here too, Chris the Hardy. I'm off too, but I thank you so much. And they sent somebody up at 8. Was it 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock? I think it was 8 o'clock, the launch. Yes, it was 8 o'clock 2 days ago. They sent up tourists into the orbit to go into the orbit of Earth. And there was even a landing of one of the rockets that brought them up. It went and landed. Stage 1 went down and landed, and the other stages were landing. They sent an elderly person up that had cancer to the moon. I can't see how that's going to help her. Idiots. But anyways, she's up there, and tourists were up there, and they're going to experience 4 days in orbit. So that means they all signed wagers, I believe, not to speak about what they saw. They'll be confronted first when they land. So did you see any lights? And obviously they'll be in a part of orbit where there's no secret projects going by. Everyone knows everything and everybody knows everybody. So I believe that we could land on the moon and not even see anything there or anybody there, because we could do it here on Earth. We could land in Antarctica in the middle of an icy island where there's a bunch of penguins and stuff there. Everyone's going to laugh and say, "It's fuck all here on Earth. There's nothing here." When in reality, they're hiding parts of Earth, right? You could hide with atmosphere. You could hide with light, with darkness. You could hide underground. You could use smokes, hazes, and mirrors. Whenever somebody will play a trick on you, it will be the only way and only tools they will use to trick you. holographic images or whatever you want to add into this. The whole idea is to stump the eye. So when you see something and you go, holy crap, that's like a real glitch in the matrix. Yep, the glitches in the matrix actually exist. I had a glitch here happen with my grandfather's clock the other day that I'll never tell you because you will all unsubscribe from me and confirm that I'm absolutely wacko. Sometimes things happen that defy reality. And when they do, well, obviously we keep it for ourselves and we shut up about it. That's what I do. Thank God it's Friday. You said it, Kai. Thanks, you guys. I'll talk to you all very, very soon. Thanks for the ongoing support. It means a lot. And keep watching the videos. Please keep supporting the channel by any means you can, whether it be watching the videos, contributing. Thank you very much. Ed's World. The Don't Get Off Show. Or that's what we'll call it. The Don't Get Off Show. Or you mean don't get off and show it. Lots going on, man. Definitely lots going on. Bojack, I have the last word. No, I want it. Divine Sorcerer, thank you very much. Rachel Mayes, thanks. Love you more, man. My late friend, I mean. Rachel, thank you so much. Thanks for being here, Rachel. Andrew, great show, Bruce. Thank you. I appreciate that. Jersey Dolphins, if you think it's a dark presence, Bruce, and you need prayer, don't hesitate to ask. I promise, man. Promise. Jersey Dolphins, thanks for the ongoing support, man. Over the years on all the channels, the comments, and everything you do here, contributions, generous contributions as always. I'll never forget you guys. I appreciate it. Beth, love you. Thank you. See you tonight. You're the best company. Oh, you guys rock. Thank you so much. You're brilliant, Bruce. Thank you. No, but thanks. God, the creator of creation, bless and protect you and be with us all in these times and always. Yes, do so, my friends. Every second of the day, please imagine that God's light is a white, beautiful light, only positive light that is surrounding you. Your beam can be as big as you want. You could surround Canada. You're just going to be very out of breath and energy. I wouldn't try to put a force field around a country or the world, but I protect myself. And I have a higher energy around me that protects me from all negativity. I laughed in the face of the devil. I've killed my devil. The devil's in the basement, and I'm not letting him up. He's down in hell. But the more you stand up against evil, the more evil is going to present itself around you. And sometimes it may get the better half of you. So stay positive in everything. Stay positive. I know a lot of you are going through shit with your families and with probably disagreeing with what your families and you and everyone's thinking about what's going on in the world and stuff. But just stick together, hold your ends, and wake yourselves up, evolve. The more information you get into your brain, the more you will learn. Look up something new every day that you haven't the day before, and you might find something incredible. You never know. My MTG commander popped 10,000% overnight. States champs Niv Mizzet. The fire mine 77 to 70,000 glitch in Matrix. You know what? I wish my bank had a freaking glitch in the Matrix. I glitch backwards. Like they're rolling me down here. The bloody hackers trying to roll me down. You partitioned your mind properly. Keep it up. This is where evil goes. Into volcano, in you, and elsewhere, everywhere in Gaia. That's beautiful, man. Thank you very much for that encouraging reply. And I believe it. I've killed the devil. He's not ever going to be back into my home or welcome. But I'm seeing evil, and I'm seeing that the evil that is all around us, guys, it's us. We're the bad ones. We're doing evil. Got to change our path. That's what we have to do. Thanks, Ed's World. Thanks, everyone. I'll talk to you all very, very soon. We will be doing that show, brother. We can do plenty of shows, man, not just one. Love you guys. Thanks, bro.